Mike Vrabel. It's a weekly tradition. Victory Monday/Tuesdays, I guess. You hear inside the Patriots locker room here on Jones and Keefe. That was Jelani Tavai breaking it down after Vrabel. Hunter Henry, a week ago, scored a touchdown, dedicated it to Jelani Tavai, and the Patriots tight end, Hunter Henry, joining us right now on Jones and Keefe, as he does every Patriots Monday. It's brought to you by Drains by James, Eastern Mass's top provider of drain and sewer cleaning and repair. By Shaw's and Star Market, you can look for the new lower prices every day tags throughout the store to save on the items that you buy most, and by Verizon, the New England Patriots, powered by Verizon 5G. Hunter Henry, how we doing this week?
Doing good, guys.
Statement win last night on Monday Night Football, my words. Complete win, offense, defense, special teams, they're all married up. How's it feel to be 11-2 heading into the bye week?
Feels good, man. A lot of hard work, a lot of weeks, and we've got a lot of football ahead of us. So, yeah, it feels good.
Not to get too wishy-washy or emotional here, but how close is this group? You know, we heard you talk about Jelani Tavai last week. We hear him breaking down the locker room after the game. On the broadcast, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman were talking about how close you and Drake Maye are, and it just seems like from the outside, this group is very much all together this season.
Yeah, man, this is we got a special bond in this locker room, man. I think it started in the off season, but I just feel like, man, it's one of the closest locker rooms I've ever been a part of. Honestly, at any level, just guys that care for each other. There's young guys. There's a good blend of young guys and old guys. As being one of the older guys, just trying to help out the young guys. We've grown relationships with, everybody. I feel like everybody's just very close. We're excited to go out there and play for one another. It's fun to watch our defense play. It's fun to watch our special teams play when we're on the sideline, man. We feed off of each other.
You say it started in the offseason? I mean, you don't have to share if you don't want to, but we're just curious. When you say it started in the offseason, like what was an example of that, or what could you tell us about where that began to where it is now?
Yeah, I mean, I just think every year is a new year, man. Like, every year is a new team, and that's a time when everything is slowed down. And obviously you're focusing on football, but at the same time, I think that's where you really build some of your team, like that camaraderie a little bit. And you're able to, things aren't moving at the pace they're moving at in the season or training camp, and you're able to just kind of get to know guys, and in a different light. Compete with guys, work together with guys, kind of go through some hard times with guys, and you just kind of come together. So, that's always off season is a sneaky time to really just kind of grow closer as a team.
Will Campbell and Jared Wilson have been out there since week one. Unfortunately, both are hurt, so you had to go to some other guys on the offensive line last night, going up against a good pass rush for the Giants. How do you think everybody did up front?
Yeah, I mean, from just, what I know thus far, I love how those guys competed, man. Just kept battling, kept fighting. Those guys have played. They played a lot of football for us last year, and obviously haven't got out there a ton for us this year, sparingly, but just felt like they competed at a high level, had a full week of prep to get ready for that game, and that was a great front, man. Like, they've been causing a lot of havoc. And to kind of settle things down early, it was, those guys competed at a high level.
Big hits last night. Christian Ellis had a couple of them. Harold Landry had another one. I mean, Dart kind of slid, but Landry fired him up, the Giants, that is, with a hit early. What does that do for you guys on offense when that's happening on the other side?
Yeah, man, it brings a lot of energy. To see those guys flying around, man. Like, our defense has been playing at a high level all year, and it was cool to see them make a lot of plays on primetime football. Those guys have done a lot of good things for us. We've got to rely on them in a lot of games, and it was really cool to see them making a lot of plays.
Is there something different about Monday Night Football? I mean, I know there's primetime on Thursday, there's primetime on Sunday, and, once you get into the playoffs, there's Saturday games and everything, but just as like a old school fan of football, is there something different about Monday nights?
Man, when you play under the lights in prime time, man, there's nothing better. Everybody's watching. You're the only game on, so it's what you dream of since you were a kid, man. Like there's nothing better than playing in prime time. Monday nights feel long because they make the week a little longer, but it's still, once you get to the game, man, there's nothing better than playing under the lights.
Mike Vrabel said after the game, the hit on Jackson Dart was also kind of a lesson for Drake Maye and quarterbacks everywhere to avoid contact, get out of bounds, live to play another play. How do you think Drake Maye has done with that this year?
He's done great. I think he's learning. He's continuing to grow in that. We talk to him about it a lot. He's our conductor, man. He's our guy. We need him out there. So the last thing we need is him taking unnecessary hits. He's doing a great job of that. He's playing at a high level, and we need him out there. So just trying to avoid those hits as much as we can.
10 in a row, 11-2, top of the AFC, heading into the bye week. So you know what time it is. It's time for the Hunter Henry surprise question of the week.
It's time for the Hunter Henry surprise.
Touchdown! Whoa!
Surprise, Sydney.
Hey, surprise!
Surprise,
Surprise.
We wasted the good surprise on you.
Y'all digging for the surprise in the day, huh?
Question of the week.
All right, Hunter, once again, on a scale of 1 to 85, 85 being the most surprised you've ever been, 1 not surprised at all. How surprised were you when you found out Lane Kiffin was bailing on Ole Miss to take over LSU?
Probably 10.
I was surprised.
And that was the Hunter Henry surprise question of the week.
You knew that had to be a low number.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. But as an aside, Hunter, just overall, it's been a few years since you were playing in college, but just there's got to be something they can do about that. I know players want to go to other schools, and I know coaches want to go to other schools, but right before the playoff to leave a big time program and then leave them without a head coach, there's got to be something they can do.
Yeah, I don't know if we need to change the schedule or what it is. I feel disappointed for the kids at Ole Miss. The guys that put a lot of work in throughout the year, and you achieve a goal of like, we're going to make it into the tournament, and you give yourself a chance to compete for a championship, and that's.
Oh, we lost him.
Oh, what? Wow,
he pulled the ripcord.
LSU was like, no.
Big LSU pulled the ripcord there.
Yeah, but I think that might be the easiest way to do it, is like his point about like you got to do something with the schedule, or like you can't allow it. I heard Vrabel talk about it a little bit this morning when they asked him, and he was like, look, the NFL doesn't do everything perfectly. However, stuff like this, like the hiring process, like you need to wait to hire coordinators until after their team has been eliminated. Now, sometimes there's like dirty secrets and things like that.
I was going to say, you brought up Parcells yesterday.
Yeah, no, it's a bad one.
That still happens in the NFL.
It can. It doesn't happen as frequently as it does in college. And then that also got kind of leaked out, right before the Super Bowl, whereas they haven't even started. If Ole Miss goes on a run, they have like 4 games left or whatever, right? Like that's a lot of time that you've taken this guy off the board. And also, it's strange to me. Like it's just, I don't know how you work around it, but they got to do something. I think my idea yesterday of like all the players are getting paid now, treat it as like a league where there's like trades or something like that, because like the coaches shouldn't just be able to like leave whenever they want. It doesn't make any sense. You signed a contract.
Yeah, that's hard to enforce, but I agree.
Yeah.
Something has to happen there. You think it was the big snowstorm that took out his phone? Maybe that was it.
The impending snowstorm.
Yeah,
I've heard things.
You get snow out there, Nick? Were you driving through snow this morning?
It started snowing when I was leaving.
Oh wow! So he already got
morning,
it.
He made a little snowman.
Okay, nice.
How
about that? You think he's just still talking? You think he's just still on the?
Yeah.
You think he's just still on the phone, just like gabbing away?
He's like, finally, those two shut up. You're like, oh, they're gone.
All right, good stuff from Hunter Henry.
Yes.
If you missed any of it, Odyssey app, AUDACY. Get it on your phone. It's free. It's easy. Take it with you wherever you go. You won't miss a second of Jones and Keefe. We'll talk to Christian Ellis later on in the program. Tier Tuesday coming up at 11:30. Tommy Tuesday at high noon. And a Kiefer Madness at 12:45. You'll hear from Mike Vrabel this morning on the Greg Hill Show as well. If you missed any of that, also on the Odyssey app. Plus, it's all coming up Patriots again. They played well last night.
They did.
The Giants, on the other hand, did not. Let's get to it next.